Just turn it sideways.
Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
First, want to give honors, God's praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekagadash. Double honors, Pastor Nell. There's a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. All right. And we're pretty much going into World War III scriptures. Okay.
Well, I got an article.
Right, based, on what was said in this article here.
This is Fox News. Zelensky delivers Golden Globe speech and vows to stop a third world war. This is not a trilogy. Ukraine president said it is the tide is turning in war against Russia, and no to first Golden Globe ceremony through World War III. World War II, Slovakia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appeared in a video message Tuesday at the 80th Golden Globe Award ceremony and vowed that Ukraine will not only win the war against Russia, but will prevent a third world war from happening. Zelensky began his remarks by looking back at the first Golden Globe ceremony in 1944, which honored the best Hollywood had to offer during 1943, and said the Second World War wasn't over yet, but the tide was turned. All knew who would win. There were still battles and tears ahead, he continued. It is now 2023. War in Ukraine is not over yet, but the tide is turning. You know, I'm going to end it on that because, hey, how can he predict that there's no World War III going to happen when the scriptures say that them nukes, the metals, the glittering sword is going to be used?
Well, not only that, but what about Genesis, where there's a World 1, World 2, and World 3?
Okay.
You trying to say you the Most High.
Revelations.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Exactly, but yeah, that opening statement where you opened up with the article, where basically you say, there will not be, a World War III. There won't be a trilogy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's we gotta be mindful of who's speaking. Right? This is a Ukrainian president. All right, but ultimately he's an Edomite. All right. Now we know the blessing of the Edomites is what? The sword. All right. So their spirit is given to weaponizing. All right, technology, weaponizing things.
Right?
And ultimately, all right, that's basically that the statement was to put everyone at ease. All right, because everyone is on pins and needles and worrying, that of what can take place. And it's a big deal. All right, but the statement that he made is a false statement. All right, as we're going into, all right, World War III is prophetic. All right, the word prophecy means to say before, so it's meant to happen. It's inevitable. All right, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. All right.
Well, not only that, but why do they? Since when we were kids, they've been breaking these movies out on what's gonna happen in the future.
I wanted to open up with this real quick. This is First Thessalonians. Is it 4? No, 5. Excuse me. All right, this is. I'll start at 1 real quick. This is First Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, all right, this is prophecy. Said for when they, all right, it was already written, so that it's gonna come a time when this is gonna be said. Right, but hey, we can highlight that. Hey, the times are now. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so him making a statement that World War III won't transpire. All right, that's a way of him basically saying peace and safety. Everything's gonna be a-okay. You don't have to worry about that. Right, but no, the scriptures say otherwise. All right. Yeah, you can get that and then jump over to Revelation 6.
Okay, Con. This is Revelation 11 and 14. the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. And the second woe is World War II, and the third woe haven't came yet, but it's going to come soon as after they establish the MOTB and start Jacob's trouble, and then it's going to open up the path for the World War III to happen because Yahweh Shai say all things must every little tittle must happen concerning me, everything.
Yep.
You know, not every jot and one tittle. And so all prophecies concerning Yahweh Shai has to be completed. And the MOTB is one of the major prophecies that's going to be done on this earth, and they starting it already with the technology they have.
Not only that, but didn't the Lord say not one of these prophecies will fail? And World War III is in the prophecies of these scriptures. Rather, you want to go in the Old Testament, the New Testament, okay? So none of these prophecies is not going to fail.
It's going down because
Exactly.
Esau can say whatever, but the scriptures say that in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, the words of this book is faithful and true, and do it not stir. Matter of fact, it will come to pass. The pages are speaking itself.
Okay. Real quick.
Yeah,
this is Ecclesiastes, right? Because we're dealing with the times we're in, right? Okay. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. I'm actually going to jump down because you get the gist. I'm going to jump down to verse 8, all right? And it reads, a time to love and a time to hate, all right? A time of war and a time of peace, all right? So we're in the time of war right now because before we can have peace, all right, the warfare has to play out, all right? And you're going to have Yahweh Shai, all right? Because after, they do their World War III spiel, all right? All these nations are basically going to join together and fight against the Lord. All right, and the Lord, he gonna come down and just annihilate all these nations.
That's
all right, and then the kingdom will be his. Right, Lord, what if we be, of the elect, we'll be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. All right, and the kingdom of heaven will be set up, and then we'll have that peace. You know, but this place, all right, aka America, it has to be annihilated. It has to be made set as an example, all right, of wickedness, of how not to be, of how not to rule. All right, so we're in a time of war, indeed.
But then the scriptures say when that happened, the only thing that can live here is desert creatures. There you go.
And also, the true people are not in that land. And when they enter in that land, when we enter in that land, then they will war no more.
Okay.
But until we are not in that land, it's going to keep on being wars. Right now, the small hatters over there in that land, they in fear for their lives because they constantly at war.
That's right.
Yep.
The scriptures say they will rest. They will be safely in that land when the true Israelites go in that land.
Indeed.
So certainly, the true Israelites ain't in that land. So he can say whatever he want to say.
He don't want nothing.
You can't upset the prophecies. No man. No man can upset the prophecies. All right.
You want Revelation 6 and 4?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. This is Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Okay, so this is the red horse is representative of Esau, Edom, and his power structure, right? Because why? Because Esau name was changed to what? Edom, and the word Edom or Adawam in the Hebrew means red, right? So this Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man, if you didn't know, he represents the red horse, all right? And his duty was to do what? Take peace from the earth. When you take peace from the earth, what do you have? Warfare. All right. So, and we're in these times to where everything is going to be escalated. All right, to the point of World War III. Nuclear missiles being utilized. They designing and engineering these things for them to sit in the museum. Okay, anything that's created is always used. All right, so it's no difference with the missiles, you know.
And them nukes, that's what the scripture was saying. One arrow from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. Hey, that's a metaphor for that thermonuclear weapon.
That's in 34, matter of fact.
This is Joel 3:1. Behold, those days, and in that time, I will bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, and I will also gather all the nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And right now, this scripture is talking about when he plead with them, he's going to judge them. And right now, the land of Israel is parted. You got the Ishmaelites down there. You got the what's the other motherfuckers? The Palestinians there, and you small hatters. Y'all are there. So, this prophecy is true.
Indeed.
That land is parted. And they have cast lots for my people to give a boy for wine.
Boy for a harlot.
A boy for a harlot, and a sort of girl for wine that they may drink. And this is what you did. And you scattered us among all the heathens, sold us in chains to all the nations. And y'all did a lot of that shit when y'all came and got the so-called brothers out and well, I'm one of them, out in Western Africa because we escaped Israel when we was leaving the Roman oppression. But hey, y'all could have did this to anybody. But y'all had to come and get Israelites. You know, y'all could have did it to the Chinese. You could have did it to the Japanese. You could have did it to the Japhetic people. But you didn't.
But hey, it was prophesied to happen unto us.
God.
You know, and that's why it took place.
You got some more of that?
God, no, that's it for that right there.
Okay,
because
precept.
that's going away from World War III.
Okay.
Let's jump down to 9.
Jump down to 9. God. Yep. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
All these NATO and EU nations, all right, they upping up their military force. They upping up their capabilities as far as missile technology and whatnot. You know, because that's the end game. That's the prophecy. You understand? So it doesn't matter what Zelensky or any Edomite got to say in terms of something against the war. The warfare is going to happen. There's no getting around it. You know, again, like I say, that was really like a spell that Esau was casting out amongst the people to make you believe that everything is going to go back to normal.
Everything is cool. Nothing's going to happen. Russia ain't about to do shit because Zelensky is going to save you from that shit. That ain't happening. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong.
Take all the money that you use for agriculture and now use it for warfare. Invest into warfare, because why? That's the time we're in. You understand?
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, gather yourselves together round about. Titter, cause thy mighty ones to come down, and let the heathens be weakened, and come up to the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, for there I will sit. There I will sit to judge all the heathens round about.
That's over there in the Middle East. Yahweh-Shaphat, or Jehoshaphat, it'll say, but Yahweh-Shaphat, meaning the Lord's judgment, which is over in the Middle East. That's why it's no coincidence that the river Euphrates is drying up, because the Lord is basically giving them a clean palette to just to duke it out, to have warfare over there, without any hindrance. You understand?
Kind.
You know.
Put in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is at near, and the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their light shining. And Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem to the heavens, and the earth shall shake. But Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
God, how the sun and the moon,
Precept.
stars be blotted out and the earth shaking is going to be the, how I want to say, the effect of the missiles, right, falling upon the earth one after another. 200 million warheads,
God.
are gonna hit the earth, right? Chiefly America. All right, but yeah, this is the device that the Lord is using to shake things up, literally, right? You see, Pri?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Book of Mark, chapter 3, verses, I'm going to start at 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them, and prosper, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And the last one, and if Satan rise up against Satan himself and be divided against, he cannot stand but have an end.
Exactly, because what you're saying this is just warfare of Edomites against other Edomites. All right, the Russians against the Ukrainians, those are all Edomites. All right, no matter what they call themselves. All right, but it's Esau versus Esau. So the scriptures is basically asking the question: how can his kingdom stand? How can he uphold, his regime if they both killing each other?
Well, look at it through the years. Just us witnessing how throughout the years how them Russians don't like American Edomites.
They do
God.
not.
But they all the same.
Exactly.
Edomites.
That's right. No matter how you
God.
slice it. See that?
I got one last scripture. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 41. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies, and I will reward them that hate me. Because none of y'all love Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Y'all say with your tongues that y'all love him, but you don't really love the Most High. You don't fear him. To fear him is to really truly love him. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, that with the blood of the slain and of the captive, from beginning of revenges upon the enemy, and rejoice, O ye nations, with this people, for I will revenge the blood of his saints. I will render vengeance to his adversaries, and I will be merciful unto his lands and to his people. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to get vengeance for us on our behalf. But it's also a vengeance of the Most High, because, y'all don't really love him. Y'all hate the Most High because he didn't choose you. The Most High chose the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad. Too damn bad for you.
That's right.
Well, he had his time to shine, so fuck it.
The Most High was gracious. He gave all y'all chances to rule the world. Every last one of y'all nations had a chance to rule.
And chiefly Edom.
Edom had two.
Yeah, he let Edom literally have his way. He just cut the leash And Edom been doing that, what the hell he wanted to do, so to speak. But real quick, this is Isaiah 34 and verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear and to hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. And he have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter." We'll see how. It says, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." Like you see on the screen here. They call it a mushroom cloud. Right? But if you're a visionary, Isaiah, he didn't have that term mushroom cloud in his day.
Just imagine a scroll that was stretched out and then let go. And when it comes back together, it looks like a scroll rolled up on both sides.
Indeed, yes. It says, "And the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven," i.e. the missiles. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea," all right, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. Edom is who? The red man. It says Idumea, "and upon the people of my curse to judgment." So, the Edomites are a cursed people. They're a cursed nation. All right, the Lord is going to shake things up and tear them down. All right, by having his sword bathed in heaven, which are the missiles, because they're literally going to be shot out of the silos, go into the atmosphere, come back down upon the earth, and break this bitch up.
Just like the scriptures call it, like an untimely fig falling in the air when it's shaking of a mighty wind. Hey, that's the way the missiles gonna come back in an archangel.
That's right.
Angle back towards the earth.
Indeed. So we're gonna leave it at that.
That's right.
All right. The Lord's word reigns supreme. Don't worry about what Zelensky or any Edomites got to say concerning prophecy. All right. The prophecies are inevitable. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
All right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that ruled well, taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, we want to say Abba Babal,
Abba Babal,
Pambakiyam,
Pambakiyam.
Shalom.
Shalom.